Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good night. Hey, David. Hi, Jill. Sure, YouTube's going. Did anyone get an email today? Thanks, Gary. Christopher, that's funny. I've pretty much what I did all weekend. Hey, Harold. Stephen, good morning. Becky, Dennis. Roger is coming in right now. Not really, Stephen, but thanks for asking.
All right. Hey, the room is light, Matt. What's going on here? Who moved my cheese? What's happening here? Hey, guys. I guess we're just all getting started. Let me turn on YouTube, and then we'll really get going here. Hope everybody's doing really good. Hope everybody's doing great. Market's coming off, not that unexpected. And there we are. Go ahead, mute that. Hello, Richard, Eduardo, Kevin, Myron, Blockchain Buck, Devin, Anukumar, Bill. Good day, everybody. And here we have Jack, Marlo, Mike, Jill, Jack, Gus. Your favorite president is, oh, don't get me started. No, we're not sharing the screen yet, Kate. I will in about, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. Just give me a minute. I'm just getting going. Hold on, hold on. You demand action immediately. Hold on. Share my screen. People demand action here. All right. Let me put my screen here. Now you have a screen. All right. No need to complain. Now we got the screen. Okay. We got Christopher. We got Ivano. We got CJ. We got good morning. Excuse me, John. We got SB. It hasn't ended yet. When did it start? Like 2 hours ago? I mean, what are they doing in there? Richard, hello there. Kate, iPhone. Kate says, I expect only top shelf for me. No, high expectations. High expectations. Seemed popular. All right. Hey, greeting, Elizabeth. How are you? Robert, Kathy, got Peter here. We got SB. We got Cyrus. We got Deanna, Mary, Thelma, Rick,
Your camera's not on, by
Zahid.
the way.
What'd you say?
Camera's not on.
Oh, my camera is off. How dare I? You know, I wouldn't have even known it if you didn't say anything for the whole time. I don't even check anymore. Is this a live trade show? Zahid is asking, is this a live trade show? What do you think, Zahid? It's Betamax. This is delayed. It's got 2 hour delayed. Of course it's live, Zahid. Yeah, I'm just greeting everybody. I'm gonna get started in a minute. W Moore, hello there. We got iPad, we got Scuba Chris, we got Steve, Terry, Randy, Bob, Zahid. Oh, you're new. Welcome, Zahid. Welcome. We got Bill, Mark. Well, Zahid, strap on your seatbelt. You'll have a great time. So today we're going to do some live trading. Do you guys live trading? I don't know if we're going to get a setup, but we'll do some live trading on stocks and options. All right. So let's kind of put everything together. In order to not confuse you, I'm going to have to be taking some screenshots because I'm going to have this around me live. Your daily training and commitment to our success has helped me make a bigger day. Swing trading closed today. So far reached $5,000. So far. Oh, you will, though. You will scale up. You're welcome. Thank you, Hefe. I appreciate it. Go ahead and grab that, Matt. Put that in the chat channel, would you? I'm very committed to seeing all of you make well over $1 million a year in trading. I think all of you deserve to make at least $1 million a year trading. At least. Without any monkey business. Brett says, wonderful Okla trade, 56%. Everything Roger and Clyde do turns to gold. Why don't you grab that one too? You mentioned Clyde. I can't say no to Clyde. Okay, so first things first. Now, I hope you guys have a lot of paper and a lot of pens. About a lot of papers and a lot of pens because you're going to need them, okay? First things first, before we start picking stocks, what do we find out? What do we look at? Can somebody help me? Let's pretend I'm a little stupid today. Can somebody help me? And I'm talking about myself. What's the first thing we do? Before the catalyst is this morning. We already know what the catalysts are. The market, they've already been in the market. What's the first thing we look at? How about the market? How about we start with the market? Since the market's already had several hours of trading, how about before we get to volume, how about we start with the market? How about we look at the market? Okay. All right. Do you guys remember what I told you at that meeting, the Yelta conference that we had 2 hours ago with Nate and Graham and everybody else? Do you remember I told you? Were you guys there? I told you that I did not believe we were going to get out of the structure. As a matter of fact, we don't have to go very far here. Here, I drew this for you less than 2 hours ago. Do you remember that? I didn't change it. I just totally forgot that I drew it, but I don't have to redraw it. You see that? So let me ask you an interesting question. Let's say, and this is really important. There was over 1,000 people there, and not that that wasn't important, but what I said there was really, really important. We were asked to pick stocks, but what I spent most of the time doing was talking about this little picture right here. I didn't really get too deep into stocks, did I? Why did I not do that? Why did I not do that? Because this dictates everything. And what did I say very clearly? I said, don't go chasing anything. Because if we can't get above this right here, if we can't get, and by the way, I have not changed it in the last 2 hours. I've had no need. I totally forgot I even drew it, but I did. Same box. We're not going to touch it. Do you see how we couldn't escape this box? Now, let me show you something. What did I say will happen? By the way, I'm literally repeating what I said 2 hours ago. And so far, all I'm looking for is the market. You know why? When you buy a house, how much time do you spend looking at locations and how much time do you spend looking at houses? Location, 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 and location again. You could build the most beautiful house on the block that costs 10 times more than everybody else's, but your location sucks, you're going to suck. Everybody knows that. And if you don't, learn. So let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you the power of, and again, all I talked about was this. I mentioned like 3 stocks, but this is what I talked about. And I said, if we can't break out, nothing's going to happen today. Now, this didn't break out. So now look at every one of the stocks on my watch list. Look, when did they peak out? When did the SPY peak out? I want to show you how crucial and why the pit is so important. Because all day long, all I do is compare stocks to the SPY. So watch this. When did the highest bar happen? It happened at 10:35 in the morning, right? Now, I'm going to show you every stock on my watch list right now. Exactly. There you go. Yeah, Hefe. There you go. Yeah, you location, location, location. So let me show you. At about 10:30, we started peaking out. Okay, just 10 minutes after I mentioned to you that, hey, you can be the best stock picker in the world, but if this can't break out above here, nothing good's going to happen. Now, it's great when you talk about it in hindsight, but I said this at about 10:10. How important was that information then? And I said I'm not going to chase a stock as a result of that. Okay? All right. Joe, let's just focus on this. So look at my watch list, CCJ. When did the stock peak out? Did, did it go higher after 10 o'clock? It did not. How about this stock? Palantir. Did it go higher above 10 o'clock? I promise you, the SPY was making a new high right now. Half of the stocks I'm going to show you would be making new highs. Does anybody want to argue with me on that point? Let's continue this exercise. DoorDash. Has DoorDash made a higher high since this morning? How about, and these are amazing looking stocks, by the way. How about NTAP? Aha, we have a potential culprit here. Look at SPY. Now look at NTAP. You see how NTAP is still going higher? That's a stock we're going to be looking at very closely in the next few minutes. Now, I already pre-picked them all for on a daily, so all we're looking at is the 5-minute. These are all on my watch list, which means they're all friendly towards the daily chart. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to go fast today because I want to try to get some trades in for you. Okay. Zahid, I don't know yet because according to me, the market's going to be choppy today, not really going up. I think the market already went up, if you guys know what I'm saying. Disney. Look at what the SPY's doing. Only look at the right side right now. Forget this exists. Only look here right now. Look at the SPY. Look at Microsoft. Hey, I like that. But look at Disney. SPY, Microsoft. I think NTAP and Microsoft so far are the 2 stocks on my watch list. Microsoft and NTAP. Why isn't Disney on my list? Because even though it looks beautiful on a daily chart, what has it been doing while the SPY's been going sideways? It's been going down. It's losing relative strength. Okay, we don't like that. Okay, let's continue. IBM. IBM is pretty much matching SPY. I want a stock that's stronger than the SPY right now, right? We all know that. So let's continue. Spotify. Nope, not it. It looked pretty good, but then kind of gave up the ghost. But I love how it's looking on a daily. We'll hold on to it. MPC, let's look at MPC. Actually, yes, MPC. Thank you, Hefe. MPC looks wonderful. although I would imagine that some of the reason the stock is going up is because of what's going on in the world right now. But with that said, look at how it's been trading the last 4 days, 5 days, even the last 7 days before this whole Michigan started with the Middle East, right? You got above here. You got long ways to go. Long ways to go. Yeah, you got some room. You got room here, so we're definitely going to add this to our watch list. Hold on, I haven't done Hood is my next one, Lydia. Hold on, you're beating me to on my own. You're beating me to my own stocks and Hood. So we got Microsoft, we got NTAP, we got Hood, and we got MPC. Now, since the market is clearly up today, we're not really, it's up over 1%. We're not going to look at the downside. And I got plenty of stocks at the downside, but we're looking for short-term opportunities. So I'm definitely going to be focused to the upside right now. Now, aside from these stocks, these are stocks that I have prepared for you from my watch list. We may get a little upside here. Look at the Alpha Zone Pro Mat right now. Got a red arrow, green arrow. We're hugging the VWAP, and this thing looks like it's bottoming out. If we come up to this oscillator, if we start printing right here, there may be a long here on the E-mini or the SPY right now. It's my 5 cents. Well, hold on. Let's take a look at STX. One more, but I want to use that. Looks beautiful. STX, another one. But I'll bet you right now, if we were to look at the ProTrader dashboard, I wonder if we're going to find some of them. So let's see. Hold on. Organize these. Give them time to load. I want them to load. A lot of stocks trading above the SPY today. Come on, load. A lot of stocks trading. All right, there we go. That's it. Okay, so now remember what I said. I said to you, I'm sure STX is somewhere up here. I said to you guys that the stocks that we're going to look at right now are from my watch list, which implies I've already looked at the left side. But let's just pretend I was lazy or I was late and I didn't. Richard says, thank you for STX, $700. You guys rock. Richard, repost so everybody could see the joy. Here, let me repost it. Oh, you sorted by hourly. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's too early for hourly for me. I mean, it's always nice to look at hourly. You could look at hourly. But, and here's CCJ. That's one of the stocks that was on our list, by the way, earlier this morning. But I like to look at it on a 5-minute right now. So let's what I'm going to do right now is, because if I start playing around with the daily chart, by the way, I really like STX a lot. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a screenshot of these and I'm going to then look at them on the daily and we'll add some more and then we'll have a good 10 or 12 stocks to choose from, okay? The list that I've been building for the last 10 minutes, Victor, that list. You know, the one that has Microsoft, NTAP, Hood, and MPC on it, that one, Victor. You having zone has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, Victor. All right. Good. Kevin made 15.6% on STX today. Beautiful, beautiful. So let me go ahead and take a screenshot of this so I can move it, okay? So I'm just going to take a screenshot up down to here, okay? And we're going to see if there's anything that looks, if we want to add it to our list, okay? So I'm going to right now look at these stocks on a daily list, which is right here. So if you want to take a screenshot, go ahead. These are the stocks we're going to look at to see if we want to add them to our list, Victor, of Microsoft, NTAP, Hood, and MPC. Capiche? I can't be any more clearer than that, right? Okay. And why do we want to look at those stocks? Because all those stocks are outperforming the S&P 500. Because the S&P 500 last time I checked was going flat. And these stocks are going up. Okay. And for anybody who's coming in late, you can always go right here to YouTube and rewind it and watch it. All right. Hey, Maggie, good morning. Joseph, how are you? All right. Let me continue. So I'm going to pull this up right now, but trust me, that's what we're going to go by. We're going to see if that's the ProTrader dashboard, Alpha Zone Pro, excuse me, telling us the momentum is reaching this level, which means we get a confirmation of our buy signal. and red is turning into yellow, and these candles are getting smaller. Look, I'm doing like 5 things at once. I'm guiding day trades on the SPY, and I'm finding stocks for the ProTrader dashboard to the long side. Look at this, multitasking. All right, so let's do this. Futu, a little too much too fast, and it looks like a wonky stock, so we don't want to get stuck in Futu. Calm, no, calm is below the American flag. What do? We don't buy stocks below the American flag. Remember, we're just looking at daily just to see if we should add stocks to our watch list. J, no, right the 200-day moving average, blocked, red-handed, right there. Can you post, Matt, a link for folks who are on YouTube right now who will have to vacate at 1 o'clock and move to the Zoom room, please?
Yep.
Let's continue. I'm not going by lists, folks, right now. I'm going by the ProTrader dashboard. I'm trying to teach you something right now. Let's see, cart. No. Why? Because it's not doing anything. RTX. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yes. A little overextended, but look at how it's bucking this trend. We'll definitely want to add that. And we've been trading the stock shamelessly last couple of years. Not breaking out on the daily. So even though the intraday looks fantastic, no soup here. Need to get out of this area. Now, what you're looking at right now is something I do all day long for a program called The Pit. The Pit. This is what we're talking about. The Pit. This is where I pick trades based on what we're doing. And I'm actually looking for trades to pick for you right now. So, except I do this much faster for myself, obviously. I don't have to explain this to anybody, but this is the same process. And obviously, I don't cut and paste anything. I just look at the scanner. Autodesk is no. Let's continue. Chris says he picks mostly winning trades in the Pit. Why don't you tell them about the bonus trades I've been giving you in the Pit? Aside that are not even part of my 94.3% win rate. How about J-Bill? Hey, beautiful. Wow. Look at this daily and look at the intraday. Can you even tell them apart? That is a beauty right there. That is a beauty right there. When I say this is a beauty, I really mean this is a beauty. That's a 10 plus right there. Can you please share how can we do options with the Pit? Can you please share an example? You see, Jayothi, there's a problem with what your question. Your problem with your question is in order for me to pick an option, I first have to pick the stock. In order for me to pick a stock, I have to go through my watch list. So I can't do what you want me to do until I get to that part. And if you ask me those questions, I can't get to it because I'll be late and we'll have to do the webinar. So if you wouldn't ask me, I will actually get to that. How about that? Capiche? All right. Nice. Miles made 24 on STX. Let's continue. The point of this is to show you the whole process. I like JBL a lot. I'm going to add it to my list. Now, we're only a quarter done with the list. Nope, 200-day moving average. Because what's the point of me picking options if I don't have good stocks to pick them on? DE, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Uncle Roger's getting very excited here. DE is definitely going on my list. Matt, take a look at DE. That, my friends, looks like a very nice A-line to me. Oh, I'm glad I'm doing this today. See, I get to cheat. I get to do my work and teach you at the same time. This is better than playing hooky. ROK. Oh, that looks beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Are you noticing that industrial stocks are breaking out? We've got too many good ones to choose from here. I really like this rock. Stock rocks. Okay, let's continue. NTRS. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. It's a financial stock. We're getting some juicy players here. NTRS. Let's continue. Karen says, could you do that every day? Well, I'll be doing this every day this week, Karen. IRM. Adam says, good luck. Everyone have to leave morning. All winners, no losers. I call that the Roger effect. Very nice. No, you got the 200-day right in front of you. S back. Nah, too much of a mountain to climb here. Yeah, too much of a mountain to climb. Let's see. PTC. Nope. 200-day moving average. AA. 100-day moving average. NTS. Oops. NTS. NTS actually looks great. Wasn't that already on our... No. Okay, let's add that on our list. NTES. CTVA. Oh, looks very nice. Very nice. Man, this ProTrader dashboard really... These are nice stocks, okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. These are really nice stocks. Straight off the ProTrader dashboard, okay? You see why I love my ProTrader dashboard? BSX. Okay. So, here's how it all shakes out. I'm just making a list. I'm fine-tuning my list. JBL, CTVA, DE, ROK, RTX, Microsoft, NTAP, Hood, MPC, NTES. Did I get it right? Did I miss anything? Maybe I think VTRS, maybe? I'll double check. So I got JBL, CTVA, DE, Rock, RTX, Microsoft, NTAP, Hood, MPC, NTES, and VTRS. All right, now let's get rid of this. So let me now look at them again on a daily to see if there's anything overextended. Now I'm trying to exclude stocks. Oops, TVA, CTVA. Okay, that's not overextended. That's breaking out beautifully. Rock, that looks good. That looks good. Really good, man. I'm giving you guys a little overextended. RTX, we're going to cross that out. Microsoft, I'm really giving you guys like the best stocks. NTAP. I don't know why I put MTAP. NTAP's not on my list. Sorry about that. I think NTES. Yes, NTES. Okay. Hood is looking good. MPC. Okay, the dailies look good. Now, let's jump to the ProTrader dashboard and do the same thing again. JBill. Look at the relative strength on this baby. Momentum is green. Forget about this. We're just looking at it intraday right now. We're already at 56% of volume. There's nothing wrong. What's the difference between the 2 5-minute charts? Different ticker symbols. Just different ticker symbols. JBill, 60% of volume. We got beautiful relative strength. Very nice relative strength. Definitely like the stock. CTVA. It's losing relative strength. Not gaining relative strength. And it doesn't really have a lot of volume, and it's only at 29% of daily volume. Let's cross it out. How about DE? It's gaining relative strength. It's got amazing volume. It's at 44%. It's almost all green here. 45%, I'll take that. It's not declining. This is great right now. Okay, now right now is where I would be putting these. Good. Catherine already made money on STX. Go ahead and grab that, Matt. Let me repost that, Catherine, so everybody could see it. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. How many people we got in here? 462 and 61 here. We need to get over 500. Okay, let's continue with our list. DE is good. Rock. Rock's got low volume, and it's not outperforming the market on a daily. We definitely don't want that. So we're going to toss it. How about Hood? Hood's got good volume, but not really great. Still gaining relative strength, so we're going to leave it on our list. How about WPC? MPC, I mean. It's got good volume, although not great volume, and it's not outperforming the market on a daily. Definitely don't want that. Let's continue. Cross that out. Entes. Not great volume, and only at 35%. It's doing okay, but not fantastic. We can find better. How about Hood? Yeah, 45%. We'll keep Hood on our list. Okay. So, what stocks were we able to hold on to? We were able to hold on to this one, JBL. We like that one a lot. And relative strength is just going higher right here. We like DE. Zahid says, do you offer a trial? We don't have any kind of trials. There's no trials. Everybody's goal is to quit their full-time job, Zahid. Is this helping you guys? Is this helping you? And if you want me to do this for you all day long, I do that too in a program called The Pit, and we'll talk about that in about 25 minutes. All right. All right. So we had a lot of stocks to look at, but when it was all said and done, the stocks that we got stuck on, the stocks that we got really, really stuck on, the stocks that we really liked, ended up being this one, which looks fantastic, and this one. And interestingly, they're in two different industries. And let's see how Hood looked. Hood didn't look bad either, okay? So here's what I would do right now. First off, why put an alert on something where we won't be able to get filled? Now, this is where I get to answer. Who was it that asked me this question? Geothi, was it maybe? Keothi? Somebody asked me this question. I don't remember. Somebody asked me. Aha, Geothi. Now, this is where we get to your part of the question. It's called the you'll get, if you stick around for another hour, you'll get all the information you need, Zahid, okay? Good, Joe. Glad to hear that. Okay, so Hood. Looking good. Everything's looking good on it. And this is a financial stock. So we got three stocks. We got a financial stock. We got a heavy machinery industrial stock. And we have the other one. What was it? A JBL. We have electronics stock. Three fairly different sectors. Okay. Financial, technology, and industrial. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. And I'm in a good mood today. Don't mess with me today. We're going to look to see if the spreads on the options are okay. All right, the spreads on the options are kosher. There's no weird monkey business here. You can definitely get filled on these contracts. Although they're not great. They're not great. They're okay. They're okay on Hood. They're okay. On JBL, they're better. And on what was the other one? Hood, they're fantastic. So, if I was an options trader, I would probably be focused on Hood. But here's what I would do. And here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a VWAP. We're gonna set the VWAP to where VWAP crosses down, right? In this case, crosses up price history. Okay, we're gonna set it for 1 day. Then we're gonna go to DE, and we're gonna set a VWAP crossing up price history. And you could do this on every program. Do this on every program. See how STX is doing. I don't know what happened to STX. I think STX was also in there. Hold on, STX. No, it's not. It's doing really good relative strength, but it doesn't have a lot of volume. So we're going to hold off on this right now. Get the option chain. You can get the option chain window. You don't need to pay for anything, but the VWAP setup is everything you see here is available on the ProTrader dashboard. And I'll be talking about the pit in about 20 minutes. So let me just show you something. Where the hell am I? Get back here. Okay. I do like STX, even though it's not. I'm still going to set a VWAP a VWAP alert on it. So if it crosses up price history, I'll get an alert on that. And let's see, what do we set alerts on? We got STX, we got DE, we got Hood. We don't have, these have all expired because I don't set them for more than a week. I usually clean them up pretty fast. We need one on JBL. Hold on, Victor. Don't rush. Victor's asking should you buy call or spread options. Hold on. JBL. Hey, Richard, while I'm doing all this, am I doing anything differently than you were doing all day long? And options are good on JBL. They're fine. They're not bad. Now, somebody asked me would I be doing option spreads or not? It depends. It depends on several things. Richard says, nope, I study you like a hawk. He does exactly the same thing. Now, I'm going to throw in something new for all of you. Let me take a sip of water. We're going to get it. I'm going to throw something new your way. And by the way, the Vold is going straight up and we're deviating on the SPY. And usually what happens when we deviate away from the Vold? The SPY usually comes right back up. So it's not the worst time to be bullish right now. Right, Matt?
That's right.
Are you long right now?
We are.
Oh, okay. See, how the hell did I know that? I swear to you, I didn't know that. I did not. I swear on my children's life, I did not know that. How long have we been long?
About 10 minutes.
There you go.
20 minutes.
Maybe a little earlier than I would have liked, but we're talking about the E-minis and the other trades. All right. I study you so much. My wife knows you, hasn't met you yet. We got to bring her here next time, Richard. All right. So I'm gonna pull a little fast one on you right now. Okay. This is if your head's not spinning yet. Thanks, Naples fan. I appreciate it. All right. So Matt is breaking his rule about not trading at lunchtime. He is. You're right. He is. You're right, crew. What do you got to say about that, Matt?
When the stars align, sometimes you break the rules.
What are you gonna say? Mea culpa. Okay. All right. So let me throw a loop your way. You guys know this is the Heiken Ashi, right? H8. Instead of me saying Heiken Ashi, which I don't even know if I'm saying the right way, I'm gonna say HA because that's how we call them, HA reversals. So now let's say, hypothetically speaking, JBL earnings tomorrow, 617. Well, that takes it off our list. Thank you, sir. We still have DE and we still have Hood. We still have DE, Hood, and we still have STX. We still have these. So, and STX also has very good spreads. I know that because we trade the stock all the time. But that would be one of the things I would look at. And honestly, I don't think I would look at spreads for any of these because these are all $100-something stocks. They're not really that expensive. Excuse me. DE. Oh, D. Now for DE, I would be looking at a debit spread. It's a $500 stock. So assuming we were to buy DE, and that's a big assumption, it would have to come to the VWAP, but I'm going to show you an exception to that in a second. You guys are going to like what I'm going to show you in a second, okay? We are okay to buy this. We're above the anchor. That's the all-time high or the swing high here. Yeah, so we're okay to buy here. And earnings are not for a while. But it's a $500 stock. Usually when a stock is over $200, unless it's like a real non-volatile stock, then it doesn't have high implied volatility, then the options are not expensive, so forth and so forth. This is not the case. Yeah, by the way, folks, if I'm speaking a little off, I have a nasty canker sore inside my, I've been getting, for some unknown reason, I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to go to a doctor. I've been getting these canker sores inside my mouth, and they last 2 weeks and they get really painful. So if I'm speaking a little off, please, I apologize. Nothing personal. It's just these things are killing me. I think I've been drinking too much citrus, you know? Apply a loom? A loom? Jeffrey? Jeffrey, can you send me an email, please? No, I take vitamins every day. I took my blood test. If you guys have some real, like something that can actually help, please send me an email. I would be like, so please email me. Please email me. Email me. Email me. I'm begging you, email me. If you guys, I'm willing to try anything at this point. They are so damn painful. Uh, please send me an email. Send me an email, please. I'm begging you. I need the help. I need all the help I can get. Okay, so uh, we would do an option. What would we do? We would go about 17 days out, maybe even 11 days out. Now, with options, with spreads, not options, with spreads, you need to have you need to have high implied volatility in the out of the money options, which means you don't want to go too far out. You'll get a better price if you don't go that far out. Now, when you're talking about just buying options, it's a different story. But the spread, you don't want to go as far out usually. So how about 11 days? We'll start at our 0.50 closest delta, which we always do. And these are very spready. I don't think we're going to get a chance to do this. I think if you want this, you'll have to go 25 days out and just buy the option. The more I look at it, the less I like it, actually. So you see, we don't want this. Unless you buy the underlying. We don't want it. It's too spready. Too spready. Yeah, see, Angie, I've been drinking a lot of lemon juice lately. I've been drinking a lot of lemon juice. So anyway, but we still have Hood, and Hood has good spreads, and we still have STX. We still have those two. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys something cool, and you guys are going to want to write this down. There is Joseph. Joseph says, "Is there a way to scan for a Heiken Ashi reversal?" You could scan for it, and you can also set an alert for it. You don't want to scan for it, Joseph, but you could set an alert for it. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to explain to you what it is, and then you could do it yourself. Because if you don't understand what it is, then you're not going to be able to set the alert. Okay? Yeah, Adam, I've been living on that stuff. What you just mentioned, Adam, I've been living on it. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing it. I've been doing 3, 4 times a day. Just kicking my ass. They're nasty. All right. Sorry, I don't mean to get into my personal nonsense with you guys. All right. So, um, so I've taught you till this point. I've taught you to this point that um, if the market's moving and it's not really running away from us, there's really no reason to chase it when it's sitting at an all-time high or a swing high like this. You may want to wait. You may want to wait for it to hit the VWAP. Here's the VWAP right here. And I showed you we should wait for it to hit the VWAP. There's absolutely no reason to chase this market. Absolutely no reason to chase this market. By the way, we have a bond auction at 1 o'clock in 16 minutes. Let me let everybody know that. Matt, you may want to know people in the trading zone. Would you let them know that?
Yep.
Yeah. And be careful here because we're below the VWAP now. Okay. I'll try whatever you guys tell me to try. I'm not kidding. I just need to know what it is. So now, here's a puzzle for you. Here's a question for you. We got 483 people in the room and 65 on YouTube. And Joseph, you got the right idea. Joseph says, is there a way to scan for Heiken Ashi reversals? Yes, but you don't have to scan them. Because if you scan for them, you're going to find random stocks doing them, and stocks are doing them all day long. You want to find them on the right stocks at the right time. It's like setting a scan on VWAPs. You're going to get a whole bunch of nasty stocks hitting the VWAP. It's not going to do you any good. Yeah, Steve. See, I've been drinking a lot of. Steven is a dentist, and he says lemon juice is very bad. Well, I've been drinking a lot of that. You guys notice I've been drinking the mixed water? I've been mixing water with lemon and cranberry juice, and I've been drinking it all day, and I think that's what the cause is. So notice I'm drinking plain water right now. Steven, if you, and part of increasing pain, yeah, the pain doesn't get, yeah, that's why I'm drinking water right now. Probiotics will eliminate forever. Oh, I don't know. It's ocean spray, Angie. I don't know if it's I don't know anything about that. But garlic with Mylanta, take lysine. Gargle, not gargle. Mylanta. I'll try that. Folks, for anybody who has words of wisdom for me, here's my email address. Here, please. I don't want to piss people off because this is irrelevant. Roger@rogerscott.com. For anybody who has some dirt, I don't know about that, Arnolfo. So let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to like get people all off base with this. Okay. Okay. So I got something really good to show you. Okay. You're all gonna learn something right now. So what if? Here's a riddle for you. What if you got a stock that's looking amazing on a daily, right? Like all the three stocks that we're looking at right now, and they have good options, and they're making swing highs on the S&P, but the market's moving, and you don't think it's going to hit the VWAP, and you don't want to miss out. What do you do? Thanks, Kyung. I appreciate it. Can anybody tell me? So here's the riddle for you. The stock looks beautiful on a daily. Call it STX, call it J-bill. I don't care. You call it whatever you want here. J-bill. Any of these stocks. The stock is looking. No. Listen to it. You're not listening to me, Farid. Farid says wait for a bounce to the 8-day DME. Francis says sell a put spread credit. Put credit spread. Carrie says go long. Maybe Carrie, but not a cold sore, canker sore, not a cold sore. They're not cold sores. They're canker sores. All right. So listen. Let's forget about my teeth please. Listen. The volume is good. We already looked at the ProTrader dashboard. Remember, we looked, we confirmed everything is kosher. So we looked at our scan. We found a good stock that looks good on a daily. Okay. Please forget about my teeth. Just let's move away here. We found 5 stocks that we like. The options, 3 of them are good. We have a VWAP alert, but we're getting nervous because we think that the market is going to bolt higher, and we think we're going to miss out before it hits. So we think it's going to go up before it hits the VWAP. Basically, we've screened the stock, we screened the volume, we screened everything else. What do we look at? Nobody can give me an answer. See, that's why I said what I'm going to talk about is really important. No, you already have a catalyst. Otherwise, the stock wouldn't be doing this. You don't go to the 8-day EMA on a daily because it already hit the 8-day EMA. Otherwise, it would be too deviated. No, aha! Somebody had the right answer. Tom Delay. I literally gave you guys the answer. You look for a HA reversal on a 5-minute chart. No, 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 no. I literally gave you like I gave no, you don't adjust any stops. Guys, come on. Let's get with the program here. Let's all get with the program. You don't adjust any stops. You don't wait for the 8-3 to hit on a 5 minute. I don't use the 3 and 8s on a 5 minute, and I never have. I've never used the 3 or 8s. I've never used them on a 5 minute. No, no, you don't use the 8. You use 4. And this is why. And this is why. But he's here. Trust me, Cyrus. Tom. He's here, Adam. He's here. He posted it privately. Here, I'll repost what Tom just says right here. Here. There you go. There's Tom's posting right there. So now listen to me again, okay? Please. And we're going to do this all week. And I've just given you 3 or 4 really hot stocks that are all on my watch list in the pit. Okay? Now, please listen to Uncle Roger. Stock is beautiful on a daily. For it to be beautiful on a daily, it can't be too deviated from the 8-day EMA on a daily. So we don't have to worry about the 8-day EMA on a daily. Okay? And for STX, oops, sorry, I posted STX by accident. STX, we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about it. Okay? And I've never once mentioned anything in the pit ever about the 8-day or the 3-day EMA. I've never ever talked about them. Now, look how far the VWAP is. We have a pretty runaway market, right? So you're torn. You say to yourself, well, I like the stock, right? I'm actually giving you real scenarios right now. We like J-Bill. We like Hood, although Hood is moving down. We like all these stocks. We like them stocks on a daily. Kevin says, sorry, that's what I meant when I said the candles. Yes, the HA candles. I know. It's got earnings, but humor me. We're just looking at charts. We're not buying anything, right? This is all just hypothetical teaching we're doing, right? So I've not tried anything except that mouthwash that Adam, I take it, I do it like 6 times a day after every meal. And these things are so painful. They're so damn painful. So, you don't look for the 8-day pullback. You either wait for a VWAP pullback or you wait for a HA reversal. So your next question is, well, Roger, what the is the HA reversal? How does it look like? You've never talked about these HA reversals. Who moved my cheese? What the hell's going on here? Right? Don't you now want to know how an HA reversal looks like? Yes? No? Does anybody care? Does anybody care at all? Okay, let's not talk about what an HA reversal looks like. Okay. So here's what an HA reversal looks like. And we only care about HA reversals on 5-minute charts. We don't care about HA reversals on a daily chart. We care about them on a 5-minute chart. This is an HA chart right here. Okay. So I'm going to show you what an HA reversal looks like. Okay. So that's a flat bottom HA candle, green candles. You see green candles? Okay. You see the candles become red right here? Anytime it switches color from the predominant color and then goes back to a flat bottom candle, you have an HA reversal. What? I'm going to repeat what I just said. Okay? Anytime you have a trend, in case of this stock, it's going to be a green trend because you have a trend moving higher. This is a green trend. Whenever you have a red candle, like these red candles pop up here, that's when you start paying attention. The next time you have a flat bottom green candle, preferably a tall one like this, you have a HA reversal. This is an HA reversal right here. See this right here? That corresponds with this. Look how beautifully it picked up the reversal. Let's see if we can try it on another stock. Now, Richard just learned something new, right, Richard? Richard, have you been using HAs the way I'm teaching right now, or is this completely new for you? I'm just totally curious. So, See how here you have a red candle? That breaks the trend. The red candle breaks the trend. Look what you got here. You have a flat bottom candle. Green candle, the same direction. That's a HA reversal. It wouldn't have worked really well till you get right here. They don't always work. But see, these are not flat bottoms. So you don't do anything. That's your entry signal. So right here, see how you have a flat bottom candle and here you have a big one? That right there is your reversal bar right there. And look at the trend. Only 5 minutes. Capiche? You have a trend. You have a red. I don't care what the red looks like, but it's red. And then you need a flat bottom big candle. Big candle. Not like this, a big candle. You could use this, but you want a confirmation. That's a confirmation. Just Joseph, I just got done telling you 15 times. 5 minutes. Why do you keep asking me about 1 minute? Richard says, yes, I usually like to have one screen with regular candles, another with Heiken Ashis to see when a stop flat bottom. I know momentum is about to shift. That's pretty cool, right? Have you seen this trick before? So if you have a really, so let's cut all the BS out. If you have a really fast moving stock and you're looking for a place to enter that stock, wait for an HA reversal bar. That's an HA reversal bar right here. And if you want to be really sure, wait for a double HA reversal bar where the second bar is higher than the first bar, like a big bar. Okay, let me show you a couple of more examples looking at the stocks we've been looking at today. So Deere right now is going through an HA correction. According to what we've taught you, the next time it has a flat bottom candle, that's a flat bottom green candle. Assuming it's a nice big candle like this, you would go long DE. Capiche? So now you guys understand how to use these candles. Now let me show you really quickly. Hey, Jack, how are you?
I'm great, Roger. I'm fascinated by what you're teaching here. Don't let me interrupt you.
No problem. Folks, if you are in the, speaking of which, thanks for reminding me. Folks, if you are on YouTube, we got about 66 people on YouTube. My suggestion right now is to get your butt over to Zoom Room because we're gonna continue this for another hour, and Jack and I are gonna really cement all this stuff in your heads. But I'm gonna show you something really cool. I'm gonna show you a way where I do all this for you, so that you don't have to pick the stock, pick the sector, pick the market direction, pick whether it's got an HA reversal candle, whether it's got the VWAP going on, whether it's best to do a spread, and whether to do all of that stuff. I do it all for you. Okay, so we're going to have a class in that, for that, in about 3-4 minutes. Matt, can you please post the link? There he is. Thank you so much for doing that. All right, and we'll be starting in just a few minutes. But my point is this: don't think the HA reversal bar is like a hocus pocus or a magic formula. For it to work, you have to have a very, very strong. Richard says, "I'm going to save you guys a lot of frustration. Join the pit." Hey, Richard, how much did you make last month? Was it over 100 or less than 100? This guy, Jack, Richard, he started here about a year ago. He's been killing it. Just 117,000, 117K.
117K.
Yeah.
That's how you get the money. Way to go, Richard.
Yes. And he didn't start with a big account. He used to be a UPS driver. He helps his wife run a daycare center. And he's a fantastic human being.
You know, that's the American story right there.
Yeah.
You have to be a genius to make 117. Not that you're not one, but I'm just saying you're driving a UPS truck. That's cool. Anybody can do it, right?
That's exactly. The nicest guy in the world, nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, you're always proud of these guys in a way, right?
I'm really proud. I am. You don't even. I can't even begin to tell you how proud I am, because you know what? The way I figure is this: the way I could pay back for everything I've learned in the market, for everybody who taught me, is do exactly what people did for me, and just pay it forward, you know. And that's I believe in karma, and I'm really big on all, do to others. I'm
Yep.
really big on all of that. So I believe in that. So, folks, let me give you a summary, and we're going to be doing these all day. And by the way, if you want some really good stocks, somebody told me that Hood, DE, and NTES are pretty nice looking stocks right now, guys. And also, if this has a HA reversal, so something I wanted to say about these HA reversals, okay? Something I wanted to say about these reversals. They're not like a magic formula or a silver bullet. All they are finding you an opportune time to enter a very fast moving stock when the stock is taking a temporary pause, but not enough of a pause to get to the VWAP, which is right here. So now what a lot of traders like to do is they like for a stock to get to the VWAP and then they want to see the reversal. Okay. The HA reversal. So a lot of folks like to get the reversal before it hits the VWAP. A lot of folks like to get the reversal after it gets to the VWAP and then they want to see a reversal. That's fine too. But in my experience, if the stock is moving like aggressively, like this morning CCJ was moving aggressively, you're going to have a real hard, like, see, you were able to get the VWAP right here, but let's say you missed it, right? Let's say you missed this entry at the VWAP. This was a perfect entry at the VWAP. These runaway type of stocks, well, guess what? Here you have an HA reversal. You have a green trend, you have a red bar, and now you have a bar that's completely flat bottom candle. That's an HA bar right here. That would have let you know that you have another leg up potentially. So a lot of times, if you are really moving aggressive, if the stock is moving aggressively on high volume, it may not be able to hit the VWAP. It may have too much firepower to hit the VWAP. In those cases, what you want to do is wait for an HA reversal bar and one or two of these bars. If you want, just go with the first one. If it's a big one, if it's a small, if it's sheepish like this, wait for a second one, confirmation. That's one of the best things that I could possibly teach you here. Now, folks, we're about to start a class where I actually cement a lot of this into your heads in a very logical way. Jack is going to help me do this. I hope you guys, the link will be posted. The link will be posted to the pit shortly. But we're going to go through and do a class. Now, Matt, can you please, if you're already, Glenn, you're already on Zoom. You don't have to worry about it. This is just for folks who are on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, please, please, please make your way into the room. Anybody who's on Zoom, you're already there. Okay? We'll do those tomorrow, Perry. Okay? Deanna, you're good. If you guys are on Zoom, you're good. The only people on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, we're going to disconnect the link right now. Please, please, please make your way into the room. We're going to be starting right now. Thanks, Maggie. I appreciate that. Matt, are you ready to cut off Zoom? All right, folks. And I'm gonna come back to a lot of the stocks. I'm gonna do a little live trading here as well. So don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. Jack, are you ready?
I'm ready, my man.
All right, let's do this now, folks.